Hello everybody, it's me, Pickley The Spikey, the wanted to be Sonic Trooper of the Year, and a pretty big optimist when it comes to the Sonic franchise's success. Well, maybe being an optimist isn't always the best thing when it comes to the Sonic franchise. Listen, we all know that everyone knows that Sonic and Shadow Generations has been announced. And, all I gotta say is, sir, it's a black site. And by black site, I mean Game of the Year 2024. Yes, that's right. This is gonna be Game of the Year for 2024. Well, for me personally, and, some other Sonic fans. Because, I know Power World's pretty popular right now, and, I mean, hey, we're only in February after all. But, it doesn't matter. This game looks insane. And no, I don't mean, oh my god, this is zany insane. I mean, bow your head low, all hail Shadow! Levels of insane. Now, let me explain why. And, please subscribe while you're at it. I, would very much appreciate it. But now we're gonna go back in the trailer and do a semi-deep dive. Pickley the Spikey style. First of all, from what we see from the gameplay, it's looking OP. Look how amazing the animation looks when Shadow's going through this vortex thing. The animation budget is, looking a little bit deep. And do I even have to say it? Look how well Shadow's quills are animated. They're luxuriously flowing in the wind. This is that nice quality I love to see from the Sonic team. His quills aren't just simply moving up and down as he's falling, they're actually moving with the wind. This is masterfully animated. But that's kind of the small stuff. We need to go a little bit deeper. Shadow, after what feels like 15 years, is actually utilizing his Chaos abilities. And I mean actually using them. In Sonic Forces episode Shadow was just mid. Shadow literally plays just like Sonic with a different character model. It was, honestly, trash. But in this trailer, we can literally see Shadow teleporting for his homing attack. I wish they did this for episode Shadow. This is the innovation we needed from the Sonic team. They're actually using their characters' abilities in more creative ways now. This was even seen in the Sonic Frontiers New Horizons update. This is literally a great step in the right direction from the Sonic team, instead of just the copy and paste homing attack. But it gets better. Not only is Shadow allowed to teleport gameplay-wise, we actually get to see Shadow use Chaos Spear. Bro, I swear it's been since Sonic X and Shadow's been allowed to use Chaos Spear. Not counting the comic books, but I mean, he did use it in Sonic Generations, but compared to Sonic X's version, that looks weak. But again, this is a perfect utilization of Shadow's abilities. But I don't know if you guys actually know how huge it is that Shadow's actually using teleportation and Chaos Spear again. In Sonic Forces, we can actually see Shadow using teleportation. However, it doesn't show up in the gameplay, and he has no Chaos Spear. And dare I even mention Shadow and Sonic Prime? Shadow has a bunch of abilities, but for some reason, they're not utilizing it properly. But this version of Shadow is looking 100 times better than these frauds. But as nice as a detail as that was, it's time for me to move on to the next point. So from animation to him using his Chaos abilities, all I gotta say is, it gets even better. And I mean, there's a reason I'm saying this is gonna be Game of the Year. The first point, Sonic Generations boost platforming gameplay is the best boost platforming in the whole entire franchise. Now, Colors was fun, but maybe a little bit too much 2D. And Sonic Unleashed was very fun and honestly is a very close second place. And when it comes to Sonic Forces, I'm not even gonna say it. You know what? I am gonna say it. It's Dissa to the pointing. The most basic, boring boost platforming ever. Am I playing Sonic or am I playing bowling? But, number 2, it's Shadow the Hedgehog, the literal Edgehog. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Shadow has been done dirty throughout the years. Shadow looks cool, he has an amazing debut, he's very strong and powerful, but despite killing him off in Sonic Adventure 2 and then bringing him back for the modern day, they surprisingly do nearly nothing with him nowadays. But do I even have to mention what Sonic IDW did to Shadow? I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be honest, the last time I saw Shadow as really cool was in Sonic 06. 2006! It's been more than a decade and he's mid. Sonic Prime, trash, bro. The worst thing I've ever seen. Shadow is mid in that show. Sonic Rivals? I'm not really sure, but I assume he's kind of cool, I guess. Team Sonic Racing? What? And in Sonic Forces, he was gone for like 7 months when everyone needed him the most. Bro is a fraud. Shadow's character has suffered for so long. And that's exactly why this game is gonna hit. In the song All Hail Shadow, there's a little line that goes like this: "Suffer long, and it will set you free." Shadow has suffered for so long, he is now set free in Sonic and Shadow Generations. This is Game of the Year 2024. But moving on to my final point, number 3. And honestly, if you weren't hyped for the game then, you're gonna be hyped for the game now. Imagine the boss fights. In all of the Sonic franchise, 2 games have some of the best boss fight battles ever seen. In second place is Sonic Generations. We get to see modern Sonic being able to defeat Perfect Chaos with his new moveset. We got Sonic fighting Silver and Sonic using the cars to close in the gap to hit Silver. And we got a Sonic and Shadow rival racing style boss fight. Wait, Shadow? And now he's playable? This game is gonna hit. So yeah, Sonic Generation boss fights are straight up awesome. They're the second best in the franchise. But what's number 1? But the number 1 best boss fights in the franchise, and please don't just instantly dislike the video, and please let me explain myself. It's Sonic Forces. Yeah, right. You actually thought for a second? These boss fights are straight up trash. Okay, but seriously, the best Sonic boss fights in the whole entire franchise belongs to, no surprise, Sonic Frontiers. Seeing Sonic go ham, punching, kicking, full-on going Dragon Ball Z style on the bosses is something the franchise came to love as a whole. Now look at this trailer. We can see Shadow punching, kicking, and destroying things with his hands. We're not just going to be getting a simple homing attack or boosting the weak spot boss fights. No, we've transcended from that point in time. We're going to get Frontier style boss fights. It's going to be insane. This is what the franchise needed. We're going to get to see Shadow beat down the Bio Lizard. This is insane. And no, I don't mean, oh my god, this is zany insane. I mean, bow your head low, all hail Shadow! Levels of insane! Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Generations boss fights doing a collab will be one of the coolest things this franchise has seen. Mark my words. These boss fights 1000% are gonna hit. I'm putting it on the line. Nah, I'm not a coward. I'm putting it all on the line. I put my car on the line. I'm putting my phone on the line. I'm putting my house on the line. Screw it. I put my life on the line. Yeah, that's right. I put my life on the line. My life is on the line. Subscribe right now. No other Sonic Tuber is putting their life on the line. No other Sonic Tuber has passion or optimism about this game more than me. I don't think. I know this is going to be Game of the Year. Unless we get an original mainline Sonic game. But doesn't matter. Game of the Year 2022. Sonic Frontiers. Game of the Year 2023. Sonic Frontiers New Horizons. Game of the Year 2024? I mean, we are probably going to get that Sonic Heroes remaster. But Sonic and Shadow Generations looks way more insane. Game of the Year 2024. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, because at 800 subscribers, I'm going to be doing the long-awaited Sonic Superstars rant video. Now, realistically, I'm going to be making that video regardless if I have 800 subscribers or not, but subscribe anyway. No Sonic Tuber does it like me. No Sonic Tuber puts their life on the line. But remember, at the end of the day, bow your head low, all hail Shadow!